up your YouTube, search for Stukeley Meadows, watch on your big screen.
Or another device if you're at home.
Get yourself comfy, this could take a while. What a happy scene. Something new every day for your long-term memory. This is so exciting, it is nearly time for a Stukeley assembly.
Hello there everyone, and welcome to today's curriculum assembly, the last one of this academic year. I can hardly believe it. Maybe the last one, but we are absolutely going to finish it in the way that we began. So let's get started with our values. For each other we, every day we, to improve we, and together we will. And our everyday focuses are, and our Stukeley motto is, and our Stukeley curriculum is, and of course those 4 words. Yep, we have made it through right to the end of term. So give yourself a kind of pat on the back for getting this far, everybody, and here we are. Can't really believe it, to be honest, but nevertheless, I have to be honest, I'm in a room filming this right now and it is really hot. I've shut the window because I know the dog's going to bark, and not to mention everybody else's dogs, and then you'll hear that, and I'm so hot in here. Ooh. Anyway, it's been a hot few days, hasn't it? And I think it's going to get hotter. But never mind, we will put that to one side and we will focus on the task in hand, and that is today's curriculum assembly. I hope you've enjoyed it over the last few weeks, because we've been meeting some of our very own Stukeley made experts, haven't we? Telling us all about the things that they are experts in and how you become an expert in that area. And the whole point of these expert assemblies this year was so that we could begin to understand that how our curriculum, all the things that we learn at school, the stuff that we learn with our teachers in classes, which is the main part of our curriculum, and then the extracurricular stuff, the stuff that's extra to the curriculum that happens maybe outside of regular school hours, which is also part of our school curriculum, how all of that kind of comes together and helps us in achieving the things that we want to achieve for when we grow up, and becoming maybe the things that we want to become, and going into the kind of jobs and careers that we'd like to go into. And I'm hoping that by doing that, it's really given you some food for thought. And what we mean by that are things to really think about. So I was thinking it would be really good today to kind of review things a little bit, to go back and to think things through. Now that means that it's not going to be very much of me, and I hear you all breathe a sigh of relief. It's not going to be very much of me, but it is going to be lots of you and your teacher having a really good chat about some of the things that I hope have come out of assemblies this year. So my first question then is, can you actually remember some of our experts? In a moment, you can give me a pause. What experts have we had? And perhaps more importantly, what kind of areas of expertise have they shared with us? So which experts, and what has been their kind of field of expertise that they have shared with us? First pause, go. Okay, so hopefully we're all back in the room. So we've thought about some of those experts. We had a lot of experts in the field of science and technology, didn't we? In fact, we had about half terms worth of those, thanks to Mrs. Campbell's contacts. But we've had experts in kind of sort of music and in some of the performing arts. We've had experts in English and in maths. Lots and lots of different things that we've been able to find out about, which has been genuinely interesting, especially for me, because I've kind of reviewed them before we put them onto assembly, so I've enjoyed those. I wonder though, which ones of those you perhaps enjoyed the most, or you found the most interesting, and why that might have been. So second pause point, have a chat. Which ones have you enjoyed the most? Which ones have you found the most interesting, and why? Pause, chat now. So, thinking back then, the point of these assemblies was, yes, to introduce us to all the different kind of careers and jobs and things that you could do when you were older, and how that links to some of the things that we actually learn in school, it did make me think, I wonder if through hearing about some of those jobs and about hearing and finding out a bit more about what some of those people have been able to do in terms of their careers, I wonder if that's kind of helped you begin to think about some of the things you might like to do. So our third pause and chat point is about exactly that. What will the future you look like? What kind of job might you like to go into? When you are an adult, what might you like to be doing with your life? Now, this might take a bit of a longer conversation because I hope all of you have got plenty to say. So chat point 3, future you, what are you going to be doing? What kind of careers might you want to go into? Pause and chat now. So I guess an interesting thing out of that, whatever job you may think you would like to go into, whatever career path you think you might like to take, based on things you're interested in now, I guess we've got to ask the question, haven't we? So to achieve that, what is it that you're going to need to get better at? What are you going to need to do to get there? Because it's all very well having dreams and plans, everybody, but you have to actually take steps to make those things happen. So I wonder what you think you might need to do to make those things happen. Now, you could pause and chat about that, and by all means do that if you'd like to. But I was thinking about what the experts have told us. They have told us these things and perhaps more besides. I know that nearly every expert said that in order to kind of help you decide what you want to do in terms of your career, it's important to do something that you really love. So something that you're really interested in and can be really passionate about. They also said that whatever that is, you have to practice lots and lots. So whatever it is that you need for that job, you're going to have to do lots of practice and work really hard. They all said that you have to read a lot. Read was something that everyone agreed on, whether or not it was a scientific field or not. Everyone agreed that you had to have focus. You have to really think about what it is that you want to do and focus on that and try really hard and work really hard. They also said about setting time aside, so kind of schedule. Think about routines that you need to build into your day in order to help you do the things that you need to do to get better at whatever it might be. I was thinking about some of our school experts, you know, the readers and the maths people, saying about actually sort of having a timetable as to when you're going to do your numbots or when you're going to do your AR quizzes or when you're going to read, for example. So it's really important, isn't it, to kind of be purposeful and intentional. What do you intend to do, and actually putting that time aside. And also what they said was don't give up. Keep on going. And if it doesn't all kind of go quite according to plan, or if it isn't quite as straightforward as you would hope, don't give up. Keep going. Be resilient. Persevere. All of those things are really, really important, because sometimes we do kind of come up against obstacles and things that make life a little bit difficult, but we have to keep on going. So focus on that. Think about what it is you might like to do. Think about what you need to work on in particular to get better at it, and really practice and work on that thing. And then you'll find something else that you'll need to do after that. So there we have it. Our curriculum assembly summed up all of the experts, all of the expertise that have been shared with us. I hope that it has been something really worthwhile for us all and has given us plenty to think about as we look forward for our year 6s going into year 7. Oh my goodness. Hope that goes really well for you, and really keep focused on what it is that you want to do as you go into secondary school. And for the rest of us moving up a year group, we need to keep working hard, and we need to keep being kind, and we need to keep thinking about all those things that we want to be achieving as we go forward, and setting ourselves maybe some new goals and some new ambitions. So there we have it, everybody. Today's assembly done. I think I'm going to open a window as soon as I can. It is so hot in this room, and I hope you're not all too hot and bothered wherever you are watching this assembly. But there we have it. Take care, everyone. See you soon.
Thank you, Mrs. Stevens, for that assembly, but also thank you for every assembly that you've done this year. That's a lot of videos that Mrs. Stevens has made. That's a lot of experts she's talked to, and that's a lot of time spent on her own looking at a camera. Thank you, Mrs. Stevens. I really appreciate that. I wonder what next year will bring. Gotta wait and see. Right, let's finish up with birthdays. Hey, 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 it's time to say we've got a Stukeley birthday. Hey, 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 it's time to say we've got a Stukeley birthday. Come on! Happy birthday, Zach in year 4 and Rihanna in foundation stage. Have a great day, you two. This is the hottest birthday you'll probably ever have in your lives. Well, maybe not, but I hope you're able to celebrate today. Gonna be great. Let's finish up with EDK. And we are learning to remember things worth remembering, learning to remember things worth remembering, learning to remember things worth remembering, everyday knowledge for you. And we are learning to remember things worth remembering, learning to remember things worth remembering, learning to remember things worth remembering, everyday knowledge for you. Whoa, it's still quite hot, isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh, look at these artists. Here they are. I wonder, can you tell me who is artist B? That's right, it's Edvard Munch. Who is artist C? That's right, that's Jackson Pollock. Who is artist E? Yeah, it's Pablo Picasso. Who is artist D? Andy Warhol. And who is artist A? That's Loon Coonan. Brilliant. Right, away with the artists. Let's go for our elements. Now remember, an element is the most basic part of everything around us. Now, I know you can't see the rest of the garage. One day I'll show you. But everything around me in the garage, everything outside, everything around everywhere is made up of elements. If you break it down into the most basic, the smallest parts, they're elements. The periodic table, whoop, there it is. The periodic table was built by some scientists, and they've now found, they think, every element in the whole world. Some are metals, non-metals, we've got gases, we've got all sorts there. Some are liquids, all sorts. But they've organised them, and we're now going to see if we know most of the symbols. Right, let's go. Phosphorus, tin, magnesium, zinc, potassium, aluminium, fluorine, hydrogen, nitrogen, sodium, copper, argon, helium, titanium, is it mercury? I think it's mercury. Gold, carbon, iron, silicon, neon, oxygen, lead. Oh man, it's hot, but I was also feeling the pressure of not knowing that. Anyway, we're going to finish there, we're going to finish with a game called the One Flag Challenge. I'm going to flash up a flag. You've got to tell me which country it is straight away. I'm not sure, is that fair? Finland. Capital of Finland is? Helsinki. Greatest game in the world to come from there? Mulka. Greatest footballer ever to come from there? Temu Pukki, plays for Norwich. You're welcome. See you later.